From different parts of Kenya, a live studio audience is about to shoot unscripted questions. This is Agenda Kenya with Jason Nyantino.
Many thanks for joining us. Welcome to this very first edition of Agenda Kenya Season 6. Tonight on this program, we host Honorable William Samoei Ruto, Member of Parliament, Eldoret North, and presidential hopeful on a URP ticket. My audience members come all the way from Kisumu County, Machakos County, and of course, Nairobi County. Welcome aboard. Our first question is from Philip Opio. Philip is an employment consultant.
Honorable Ruto, my question is very simple. Your name has been mentioned several times when it comes to International Criminal Court as a suspect. Do you still think it's proper for you to run for presidency of this country when this issue raises some question when it comes to the Chapter 6 of the Constitution?
Mheshimiwa.
I think what you have seen about the Hague issue are allegations. And those allegations have been made against me and against others, just the same way allegations have been made about other people in other issues. You don't measure a crime by how much is alleged. You measure a crime by whether it will be proven or not in court. And therefore, I have read the Constitution. In fact, I helped draft it. Back, forth, between the lines. Nothing stops me from running for president of Kenya. And I intend to exercise my constitutional right to run for president of Kenya.
So, facing these charges, they are serious charges, of course. Don't you think do you pass the integrity test?
Oh, absolutely.
You pass the integrity test.
Do you have any indication that I won't pass the integrity test?
No, I don't. I'm just asking. Now, very interesting. When assuming you win presidency next year.
Let's say when you win.
Yeah, assuming, okay, when you win. Mm-hmm. But I think I should say assuming.
Okay.
So assuming you win, and we know how the ICC process goes. It's a long years of trial. Charles Taylor of Liberia was there for 8 years. Thomas Lubanga of Congo was there for 6 years. So do you think Kenyans are ready to have a president who will be spending time in Hague instead of Nairobi or Kenya?
You see, if you have a judicial process going on, and you have an agenda for this country, the way we are in Agenda Kenya today, and you know where you want to take the country, right? The issues of the ICC are matters that will be handled by our attorneys, our lawyers, and as and when we are required to appear there in person, we will, right?
What if the court says you need to be there in person all the time?
Of course, you are not the court.
No, I'm saying, what if?
That is a hypothetical question.
Yes, but you need to tell us, and because you might be our president.
In a hypothetical situation,
yes,
the most difficult questions to answer are hypothetical ones, because they don't exist. Right? And therefore, let us stick to the facts. Yeah? William Ruto is innocent. And I have no doubt.
You're innocent. You're innocent until
in my mind.
Mheshimiwa, you're innocent until truth.
I have no doubt in my mind that in no time, all these wild allegations against me will be wiped away by the truth. Right? You're dealing with situations that are very peculiar. You're dealing with witnesses that themselves have confessed that they are criminals. You're dealing with a situation where documentary evidence, contemporary documentary evidence, show that I wasn't in the places they say I was. I mean, this is an open and shut case, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, the court will prove that. Let's hear the audience. Start with the lady in black. Your name, comment, or question, please.
Thank you very much. My name is Sonia Birdi. My question is to Honorable Ruto. Considering that, okay, you're innocent until proven guilty, but what about the hundreds and thousands of people who have suffered during the elections, the last elections? What is enough so that we can compensate them?
Thank you.
I think you don't ask an innocent man. Just, I would also ask the same question of any other Kenyan. It's a collective responsibility to deal with the issues of 2007, 2008. It is our collective responsibility. They are our brothers, they are our sisters, they are fellow Kenyans, and something has been happening, though not enough. And I think justice must finally be meted out to the people who are guilty. Yes. Not to innocent people.
If you are elected president, you'll be the chief executive of the country.
Absolutely.
What do we expect in terms of her question?
I can tell you for a fact that we won't have the kind of circus we are having today with the IDPs. The IDPs have made it very clear to government that if they cannot find land to give it to them, let government compensate them, because most of the IDPs today that have not been settled, these are people who had businesses in towns. And they have asked, if you can't find a piece of land for us, give us the equivalent of what you would have used to buy the land, 500,000 shillings. And we will be able to clear those camps in a week, and get Kenyans moving, right? Now, as we process the other issues associated with 2007, 2008.
Now, research carried out by various organizations has shown that only about 20% of Kenyans affected by the violence are ready to reconcile. So we're talking about another 80 who are not interested in conciliation, not unless probably they are compensated.
I don't know about that research. But to the best of my knowledge, many Kenyans, the majority of Kenyans want to move on. They want to be compensated if that can be expedited, and they want to move on with their lives. That is the best of my knowledge.
So with that
I can't comment on the research you are talking about because I don't know.
It was done by the Strategic Research. It's a PR firm, and many other organizations have done researches across the board. And the view that comes out is that Kenyans are not ready to reconcile. You've seen what is happening even in Tana River. We still have, the country is fragile. So we cannot assume that Kenyans will just unite and move on. How will they move on? Because we have had these things before.
I don't think you can bring in the issues of Tana River and juxtapose it with what happened in 2007, 2008.
But that was violence, nevertheless.
Even what robbers carry out is violence.
Well,
so you can't...
You'll be expected to address it as a president anyway.
So what I'm saying is, it is true we need to reconcile the country. But let me also tell you, Kenyans are a very optimistic people. They want to move on. We have drawbacks, but they don't want to live in the past. They don't want to be hostages of the mistakes of yesterday. They want to move on to the future.
Okay. Let's get to hear more from the audience. So forest of hands across here. The gentleman in a tie, comment or question, please. Your name first.
Yes, my name is George Unduso, and I come from Nairobi in South B. My question is this. In the recent past, Mheshimiwa, we have heard you blaming Honorable Raila Odinga that is the one who took you to the egg. But when we go back to Parliament, you are one of the people who said that the case must go to the Hague. Do you still insist that Honorable Raila Odinga took you to the Hague?
I'll take a second one, then you can respond to both, Mheshimiwa, please. Right in front here.
My name's Jake Kule. I'm from Machakos County. I'm an aspirant member of parliament. I wanted to ask Bwana Mheshimiwa, if today the ICC put you out and said you're guilty, would you come to Kenyans and offer an apology, a public apology?
Okay, thank you.
I will not.
Why?
Because if ever the ICC found anything to the contrary to my innocence, it would be a fraud. Because...
So you have already decided how you will respond?
I have not decided.
But you are telling us you won't apologize. No, I
have not decided. I know the facts. I didn't kill nobody. I didn't buy no guns. I didn't plan no violence. I didn't do nothing. So it doesn't matter how many judgments are passed that I am guilty. It doesn't make me guilty.
Okay.
I am an innocent man from beginning to the end, irrespective of whatever judgments are made in between. Are we together?
Yes, I get you.
Let me go back to my friend.
Yeah, George's question.
George is wrong on both facts. Fact number one, I voted for a local tribunal. Go and check the records. Right? I didn't vote for the Hague process, as you have alleged. Point number two, it is not me who is talking about whoever you are talking about. Go and read Miguna. It will tell you the story. I did not write
this. Just to take you back a little bit about you voting for the local tribunal, that's fine. But you have also been quoted, video clips, and unless the recording was faulty. But I remember seeing you saying there is no local mechanism that can offer justice to the Kenyans who suffered in 07. You have said that before.
My position has been there are crimes which are committed in Kenya. Those crimes are provided for in our constitution and in our law. Kenyans who burned people's houses, maimed their colleagues, caused violence, should be taken to court. That has been my position. Right? And in any case, the vote in Parliament was not the Hague or a local tribunal.
What was it about?
It was about whether we are setting up a local judicial mechanism or we use the existing courts. That was a choice.
So when you said there's no local mechanism to offer justice, what did you mean?
How did I say that?
You were quoted as having said that. I saw that clip. Probably because you were saying at that time there was no local mechanism.
I mean, how would there not exist a local mechanism when we have our courts?
So that means I saw the wrong thing, probably.
Maybe you saw something else. But my position has been, we have courts in Kenya, okay, right? And I think their credibility notwithstanding, or lack of it,
yes,
right? They are our courts. And the choice then was, do we establish a local mechanism outside the current judicial mechanism? That was a choice. And for your information, I voted for the establishment of that local mechanism, although it never succeeded.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Agenda Kenya takes a break. Stay with us. Don't go away.